It's a season of Thanksgiving, and we all have a thing or two to be thankful for.
Especially our viewers, advertisers, partners, families, and friends.
That's why this special Thanksgiving, we at Afrocentric TV wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Welcome back. This is Afrocentric TV, and it is our Thanksgiving special. You know how we do this every year. This is year 2024, and I know that you guys are either cooking right now or tasting or actually eating. But right here in the studio, we have a very, very handsome young man in the studio. He's a friend of the family. You would have experienced him if you are true and a faithful audience with Afrocentric TV. If you've been loyal with us, you would have experienced him one way or the other. His name is Babatunde Ogunseyinde. He called himself President General. So I'm going to add that to his name. It says President. So there's a song, President General among the nation.
That's good.
But just because I sang that song, it should give you a clue about who this fantastic human is. He is a singer, songwriter, cultural enthusiast, and a recording artist. He was born and raised in Oluyole, Ibadan. Can you give him a round of applause, please, guys? Welcome to our Thanksgiving special.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. Always a pleasure to be around family.
I know. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm excited. I'm grateful. I'm thankful for
How has the year been so far?
The year has been wonderful. I'm not going to complain. Of course, it has its own challenges, ups and downs, but it's been wonderful. Mm-hmm. So many collaborations, so many achievements.
Yes.
So I'm really grateful.
I'm grateful on your behalf. I'm grateful on my behalf. People at home want to meet you. They want to know, who is Mr. Babatunde? Okay, she says he's a singer-songwriter. Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Yeah, my background is, like you said earlier, I was born in Ibadan. Although my state of origin, like the makers do, is Ogun State. I'm Ijebu 100%. But I was born in Ibadan, raised in Ibadan. I spent most of my school life in Ibadan. So, yes, so that's my background. I do music. I love art. I love performance. Just as live stage, recording, music, dance, art, visual arts. I just love it. And that's what I've chosen to do, to pursue, till maybe God says I should stop. But I'm also an educator. I teach science sometimes.
Oh my goodness. So I'm trying to wrap my head around someone who teaches science and then who loves the arts, because it's usually polar opposites. How did you find yourself in this mix?
Well, I've always loved music. Thank God for my father that introduced me to music. So music is always in the background, in our DNA, in our home, and art too. So I listened to all sorts of music growing up. So I believe that was the foundation for music. And then I discovered that I could carry a tune when I was in high school. I think my senior year in high school. And I was like, okay. Then I started, going towards singers, started liking their songs, Michael Jackson, Kollington, Ebenezer Obey, Fela Nicola Kuti, and all the likes.
The legends.
Yes, those are. I'm like an old school person when it comes to music. Okay. So that's just my background. I was forced to learn the piano when I was younger, and I kind of understand some keys and the rudiments of music, and that's how I started.
So, because you said you were forced into the piano, so as a kid, what did you really want to do? Were you inclined towards the arts or the sciences?
As a kid, I saw there were no doctors around. Of course, in our generation, there would be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, and all that. So I chose, before I was told, to be a doctor.
Because I wanted to know if that skipped you.
I wanted to be a doctor.
You were nudged towards that.
But I realized early in life that I was very squeamish. So I knew that I was going to faint if they bring a wounded person to my clinic. So eventually I went for psychology. That's what I have as my degree. And that's what I studied, and I still love it, because it's psychology all around you. As a musician, as an artist, you kind of learn. And about science, it's an art of science. If you look if you look at the sky, you see how beautiful it is. If you look at the sun, the moon at night, you can see that yes, scientists go there, but it's still beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
this is all part. And there's science in music too. The keyboards, the sound, the waves it makes, it's all science. So it's all,
That is awesome.
interwoven.
That is wonderful. And I also believe that you do not need to maybe prescribe drugs or handle the scalpel do surgery. I believe music is healing as well. So you could be in the arts, and that could be your own way of healing a lot of people.
I totally agree with you. Yes, I mean I've listened to a lot of people sing, and after listening to them, I feel better.
I know.
Yes.
I know. Growing up as a child, this is not, but growing up as a child, if I didn't feel good, if I heard any of my favorite songs, I just instantly felt better. So sometimes you just need to find what works for you. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to the doctors or to the hospital, but find what works for you. Now, back to Thanksgiving. What's your favorite thing about Thanksgiving?
Not going to work. Just sleeping.
That is something.
Just yeah.
The way you said not going to,
not doing anything. But as an artist, sometimes that is work day for me. That's where I go for my performance and my gigs and all that. So yeah. But it's just the mood that we set aside a day. No matter what the background is, how the belief is, we set out the way which we're grateful and spend time with family and friends. So for me, that communal engagement is very important.
Okay. I also know that at the beginning of every year, we have our New Year resolutions, the things that we want to achieve, all that, the list and everything. So with you, were there things that you put on your list this year that were maybe a little bit harder to achieve than you anticipated, and then were there some that were easy that you accomplished, and how did you deal with not hitting the points that you set for yourself, and how did you feel when you actually did hit those marks?
Yes, there's a lot of things I set out to achieve this year, and I'm so grateful to God that I've achieved some of them.
Yeah.
I used to work a little bit harder on the rest. So some of the things I made up my mind to do was to just give more time to my art.
Okay.
To be better organized, to coordinate myself, and to respond more quickly and all that. And I'm able to do that. To collaborate too. I love collaborating with people. We can't. A tree cannot make a forest.
I know.
And also, I plan to release an album. I couldn't achieve that, but I worked on an EP, so like half an album, so to say.
And the year's not over.
And the year's not over. So, but I released a single, so that's part of the EP. So release a single, another single, then the EP, then sometime next year, a full blown album.
I was going to come back to that because I know that you had something brewing. Can you give us a sneak peek? Into that new EP, that new single? Can you just a line or two from that song?
Oh yeah. So I said the line before I try to sing it. It said, "Wonder, wonder for this world." Anyway, the summary is that you gotta do it. So if you do, people will talk. If you don't do, people will talk. Why not just go out and do it? So I'm gonna say, "Wonder, wonder for this world, I beg you, make you come and matter. Waiting, make I talk to this one, you are already running past me. If I do, then go talk. If I no do, then go still run them out." So that's it's out.
That is
out.
Are you clapping already? That is awesome. But did you write that song this year, or you wrote it earlier?
I wrote the song many years ago. People ask me that, do I have enough songs? I have enough songs for 4 albums. So I also many years ago, but I knew it wasn't time. So it evolved and evolved and evolved, and then I picked that one, and it was really.
What was that thing that made you decide that it is time to release this particular one, and why did you choose this song of all the songs you already have that are not out yet?
Yeah, that's such a beautiful, difficult question to answer. I just chose it. I sang a song to a friend of mine. Sam is my friend, and he helped me produce. And listened to the song, and he was like, "Why don't you add a pattern of percussion to it?" And that was what got me. So there's gong gong, there's bata, there's bamu, yalu bata. So it has some rhythm in the beginning, and flowed with the song. And I was like, "This is it." Because I love authentic African music. So
I know, because you're one of those people that I know that value culture a lot, and then you're one of the custodians that we're blessed to have. That is awesome. Now,
my pleasure.
On a lighter note,
Okay.
hopefully when the video comes out, we can show everybody here, they can experience it. But on the lighter note, what is your favorite staple when it comes to Thanksgiving food?
Wow. Because I'm in America, let's pay respect to America, Americans. Well, turkey. But
Turkey.
yeah, if I'm not eating turkey, I like the pounded yam to be ringing, and if you have a little bit of a cocorette, that can just.
But the turkey can always go with the pounded yam anyway.
Oh yeah.
And actually, just tell people that the pounded yam is what is it called? Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potato. Don't tell everyone.
Just make it soft and then with some veggies on the side.
Exactly, veggie for you. Okay.
I think one of the hardest things for me to do on this show is talk about food, because every time I talk about food, I just wanna eat. So before you leave, and we don't want you to leave, but we want to ask you, what are you thankful for this year?
I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for people like you. A lot. I could write a book about you. I had a one-on-one encounter with you, and your demeanor that day was surprising. Although you may not have liked me that day, but the way you just handled the whole situation was fantastic. I'm thankful for how you did, because you kind of made me see things from a different perspective.
Thank you.
Patient people that are understanding. That's very, very important. You understood where I was coming from, and I like that about people.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. But that's me. What about? I appreciate that.
Do you want to leave here today? Okay, let me say, I'm trying for family. Family is very important. My family, my immediate family, I'm so grateful for all of my family members. They are wonderful. I love them so much. And my friends and the people that have been good to me and people that have not been good to me.
I know.
I'm thankful for my country. I'm thankful for this country, the United States. Yeah, it's a beautiful country.
I know. Thank you. And we're thankful that we have you in the studio and that we're celebrating this year's Thanksgiving with you. Thank you so much for being a part of our family, for always answering us when we call you, for blessing the country, the world with your beautiful voice and, all the music that you do. For people at home who want to continue to experience your music, how can they find you if they want to follow you?
Well, basically just follow my website, www.babatunde140. The 140 is 1, 4, and 0. .com, and all my social media handles are there. So same thing, Babatunde 140 on most of the social media
Instagram, Facebook.
Facebook.
So
just get a website.
Yes, Google him. Go to the website www.babatunde140.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Guys, don't go anywhere. I know maybe the food, the seasoning, and everything is getting to you right now, but please just stay tuned. We have lots more coming on Afrocentric TV, channel 27.9.
It's the season of Thanksgiving, and we all have a thing or two to be thankful for.
Especially our viewers, advertisers, partners, families, and friends.
That's why this special Thanksgiving, we at Afrocentric TV wish you a happy Thanksgiving.